Okay, good day everyone. So, allow me to present to you my lesson or my topic on this discussion today. So, my topic is about the curriculum theories and model relevance to the early childhood education. So, my name is Shaira Espinosa, and the content of my topic is about the curriculum theories and models relevant to early education. So, introduction. In early childhood education, or ECE, a well designed curriculum is fundamental. It goes beyond planning, includes all activities, experiences, and interaction that children engage in under teacher guidance. The curriculum is not just a list of what to teach, it's about how and why we teach. And a good curriculum supports developmental approaches, reflect educational goals, and adapts to the cultural and social context of the learners. In this discussion, we will explore several foundational curriculum theories and develop ECE or the early childhood models that informs teaching strategies, classroom management, and child developmental supports. So, let's talk about first what are the curriculum's theories. So, the curriculum theories here, those are the developmental theories, behavioral theories, cognitive theories, social cultural theories, and ecological system theories. So let's talk about what is the developmental theory. So developmental theory, this theory is grounded in the work of Jean Piaget and Erik Erikson, asserts that children learns and grow in stages cognitively, socially, and emotionally. So here, Piaget identified the specific cognitive stages that influence how children process information. Like teachers using this theory, or the teachers is using this theory, match to the curriculum to a children's developmental stage, ensuring that the activity are neither too easy nor too challenging for that learner. For example, uh, in a class of 4 years old learners, which is in the pre-operational stage, a teacher uses a pretend play and a storytelling to develop a symbolic thinking rather than the abstract reasoning for the learner, which they are not ready for yet, especially in the stages of or age of that learner. Next, behaviorist theory is associated with B.F. Skinner. Okay, behaviorism focuses on observable behavior rather than the internal thought. It emphasizes the repetition, reinforcement, and reward. So, in the behaviorist theory, uh, especially in the early childhood education, these theories appears especially in the classroom routines where a desired behavior are praised and rewarded by a teacher, such as giving stars or star chart for a good behavior, or consistent practice in learning letters or number of a one's learner. So let's just say here, for example, when our child or our toddlers or learners put away the toy without being asked, the teachers or we the teachers give them a stickers and we will say great jobs or great job for cleaning up, and that, okay, through that we encourage or there's encouraging the behavior of that learner to continue na paulit-ulit niyang gawin, uh, yung behavior niya na yun. Kasi alam niya that there's a reward or a compliment na maibibigay sa kanya. Next is the cognitive theory. So Jerome Bruner and Lev Vygotsky are center figures in cognitive theory, which focuses on how children actively construct knowledge. And Vygotsky, here in the cognitive theory, introduced the concept of zone of proximal development, or the CPD, which in the range between what a child can do independently and what they can do with help. So here, the teachers, or we the teachers, have the scaffolding, or teachers scaffolding learning with the CPD that can provide support that gradually fades as the child gains the skills. Example, we the teachers notice a child or a learners that is struggling to zip their coat, and instead of doing it for them, we the teachers, okay, we just gently guide them, or yung hands nila, especially sa mga uh, young learners natin, we just gently guides their hands to zip it, and supporting them within their ZPD until they can do it independently. Okay, kasi they can we're just there to guide our learner in this theory. Next, we have the sociocultural theory. So, the sociocultural theory as extensions of Vygotsky's work. This theory stresses the importance of social interaction and cultural context in learning. It promotes collaborative work, peer learning, and cultural relevant teaching. So here on the sociocultural theory, the educators or the teacher might incorporate the children's home language and traditions into lessons. So we integrate those things in the lessons of our learner. And let's just say, for example, when during cooking activity, especially kung nagtuturo ng TLE or what, okay, if the child, okay, shares the recipe from homes, and one child makes a traditional Filipino dessert with the class, we the teachers encourages discussions and connection to the family tradition. So ganun ang ginagawa dito sa sociocultural theory. Next is we have the ecological system theory. Yuri Bronfenbrenner models explain that a child's development is affected by multiple systems, like from the family and school, which is what we call microsystem, to the larger societal influences, which is what we call the macro system. And a curriculum here is informed by this theory will consider that the child home environment, community, and societal context, ensuring that teaching is personalized and inclusive. So let's just say here, if a teacher plans a unit or a lesson about community helper, and we invite the parents who is a firefighter to speak, linking the school learning to the child's home and the community environment. Now let's talk about the curriculum models in ECE. So we have the Montessori approach, Reggio Emilia approach, high scope curriculum, creative curriculum, and the Bank Street approach. So let's talk about Montessori approach. So developed by Dr. Maria Montessori, these models emphasize independence, hands-on learning, a structured environment. Children choose activity based on their interests, which supports intrinsic motivation. So, in here, the teacher, or in the Montessori approach, the teachers acts as guide, helping the learners to develop concentration, uh, coordination, and practical life skill. So that is what uh, Montessori approach all about. Um, Example, like a 3 years old learners would select a puzzle from the self, and then we're gonna complete it, and then it will put it back without being told. So we the teachers observe them, the learners, but we don't interrupt, like trusting the child to direct their own learning. So in here parang pinapanood lang natin yung, or observe, rather we observe our learners to do the things by themselves. Next is, let's talk about the Reggio Emilia approach, or the Emilia approach, originating in Reggio Emilia, Italy. This approach sees children as capable, curious individual, and teachers uh, observes children's interests and design project around them. So in here, uh, we do the documentation, like such as photos, recording, and the children's artwork. That is the like a key element in this approaches. And this model, it fosters the no fa- not fosters sorry fosters the creativity, collaborations, and the expression through the handed language of children, such as yung tinatawag natin mga drawings, music, or yung mga physical movement na meron sila. Like, halimbawa, after children or the learner shows curiosity sa, what do you call it, yung shadow, about shadows, and we the teacher, how we will be able to help our learner. So to help them explore, we will help them explore using some flashlights, drawing outlines, and sometimes even we can create yung shadow puppet play that can guided by their own interests, because they are curious about the shadow. So we the teacher, we provide them what they needed. Next is we have the high scope curriculum, and based on Jean Piaget, constructivist theory, high scope encourage active learning through a daily sequence of planning, doing, and reviewing. So here in the high scope curriculum, this curriculum, or the curriculum, this curriculum is structured and includes in its specific areas of teaching, like math, language, and social development. And we, the teachers, support the childrens as they make their own choices and reflect in their own activity. So that's the high scopes curriculum is all about, or model approaches rather. Okay, and in here, like, halimbawa, kapag bata, sinabi niya, I'm going to build a tower. And they will use the blocks to build it. And afterward, we, the teacher, will gonna ask, how did your tower turn out? Like, asking them questions, helping them. Through that, we help the children or the child to reflect about build planning skills. Next is the backstretch approach. No, the creative curriculum approach. So, a research based curriculum that uses thematic units and integrates academic and social emotional learning. So, the creative curriculum, teachers or we the teachers here intentionally designs experiences that promote cognitive, language, motor, and social development. It balances the child initiative and teaching directed learning. So here, we can just say, halimbawa, we have our lesson about the weather. So during in this lesson, children will sing a song about rain, track weather's changes, make wind socks, and hear story about seasons, and that can cause the engaging multiple domains of learning. Next approach is the bank street approach. This model is based on developmental interaction theory, views learning as interaction between emotional, social, physical, and cognitive development. It emphasizes experiential learning and integrates content across subject areas. So here, teachers uses in this approach, we uses the real life's experiences such as the community walk or storytelling to help children make meaningful connection. So children take a trip to the grocery store, then recreate it in the class. Can do that using the mini market, and then they will gonna use play monies, wait fruits, or magtitimbang sila ng mga prutas, and write signs. That is what we call the blending literacy, math and social study. So, in early childhood education, curriculum theories, these theories like the curriculum theories, the developmental theories, behavioral theories, cognitive theories, social cultural theories, ecological system theories, and also the models, which is the Montessori, Emilia, High Scope, Creative, and Bank Street approach are very essential tools for us, the educator. Because they provide a roadmap for us for designing the learning environment that fosters development in all domains. By understanding and applying uh, these frameworks, we the teachers can create a supportive, engaging, and inclusive spaces where the children or our learners can thrive. And as we all know naman then, that the education continues to evolve, so we can be or think or a truthful thinking or combination, especially the traditional approaches before and some contemporary approaches will be best served here for our young learners. Okay, so that's all my report for today. So here's are the references for my discussion, and thank you for listening.